Hi everyone, welcome back to another trading day. I'm Johan Milan, and today, Monday 19 February 2024, my trade setup directions for today will be long on the New Zealand dollar, the US dollar and the Aussie, and short on the yen, the Swiss and the pound. But before we proceed, remember that trading carries risk and never trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. And at the end of this video, I'll show you my favorite trade idea for today. So let's get started and turn pips and points into some profits. The dollar index, first up, a little bit weaker than I expected. If I look at the candle on Friday, we can see the long upper shadow that shows us at the market rejecting the bullishness a little bit on the very short term. So I was really into this halfway mark, that structure there, and thought it's going to find support there. But now I get more the feeling that it wants to come and retest this area here, which is 100% fine. That's still within a bull trend, 100%. So if we look at that levels there, that will be retesting the structure plus the two moving averages here. That's the coup de grace. If it then can break below those moving averages, I think we will then see some bearishness coming in. But if we look at the dollar, yes, it's losing the sparkle. It had all the sparkle last week in the number one spot. It dropped last night over the weekend to the third best spot. Still strong if you compare it against the correct currencies. But at this stage, I am a little bit more bearish to the downside. Maybe for the next day or two that it can just pull back down here. But if I look at the general picture, it's very strong. So I will not be surprised if it doesn't even retest this. But I'm not here to make predictions. That's just, if it hits that level and we get a nice strong reversal, that's standard for a normal bull trend retracement. So for now, on the larger time frames, I'm still very bullish on the dollar. Unless I can start to see things change there heavily, moving into the gray and into the red, that will change direction way before we see the direction change here. But as long as we stay above the 89 and the 200 moving average here, and the STL still blue, I'll still stay bullish in general. Gold, I've showed you now a few days, the end of day chart, this triangle. I'm not trading the triangle, guys. I'm using it to find structure. So now retracing on a retest here, that's the coup de grace for this move. As I've explained previously, a strong candle reversal here on the daily charts could set us up for another leg down the page, maybe bringing it down to these areas here, the support levels here at roughly 1950. But I'm not saying it will go there, and I'm not saying it will reverse there, and I'm not even saying it will touch there. It's just, if it does that, I'll then look for some reversals to confirm the bearish trend. However, if it keeps moving up and it breaks through that triangle top now, that gives us a failed triangle, and we can expect explosive moves up the page. So let's see, on a strong dollar, still bearish, but if we can get the dollar to weaken here now steadily, then the chances that it will break up is getting higher and higher and higher. With the dollar losing the steam already last night, or yeah, let's call it last night over the weekend, I am getting a little bit less bearish here on gold, but not enough for me to buy in at these levels. And the CAD yen, if you look at the CAD neutral, but the yen is the one I want to be short in, getting a little bit close to each other. But I've got this consolidation period here. If you want to make a pattern from it, there it is also, little pattern. I just see the sidewaysness, the consolidation. We saw the break, now the retest, and now I'm looking for a strong candle reversal on the 4 hours or 1 hour charts. You can see 1 hours haven't given a reversal there, neither did 4 hours, but that's something to wait for later today. It's Monday, we're in no rush. We've got a banking President's Day in the US and in Canada, so we can expect a little bit slow things on the CAD and on the US today. So this will last into tomorrow unless the dollar loses there. Remember, now it's a holiday today. That could be why the dollar is weakening, because they're not really, they are traded, but they're not the main focus. New Zealand and Aussie is already open this morning, while the US is still closed, and it will be closed for the rest of the day. So that's why I'm waiting basically for tomorrow to make sure that I do read the dollar correctly. In the pound US, the test there, this level this morning, you can see pound red, green dollar. So I want to be short here, but this is not a bearish engulfing. It's wrapping around a small body, and that's not good enough. A bearish engulfing has to wrap around a medium or a large size body. It's not good enough for me to short, so I'm stepping aside on this one, but I keep the level there. We had 2 closes above, 1 close below. I'm getting a little bit wary about this thing, but I'll see. I'll see if it can give a solid counter reversal here. At this stage, it looks a little bit less likely to get a short from this, but I'm not going to take it completely off because I still got a red pound and a green dollar. And the CAD Swiss, we got the long here on the bounce here, nice bullish engulfing. There was halfway marks, the whole story. I've explained it on previous videos from last week. You can watch those videos if you're not sure. And yeah, now it's faffing around a little bit. Gap down last night, well, catching up nicely, still in the money on the trade. If I can get a new high there, if it can break through to a new high there, then I'll trail the stop loss to this low here. You can see here, there's a little Bill Williams fractal there, and it gapped down. If it can break up there, I'll then trail the stop loss there. But for now, I'll just have to sit and wait. You can see CAD still way stronger than the Swiss, although CAD is not my favorite thing at this stage. But Swiss, definitely, I want to be short here, and being long here, meaning I am Swiss short. So I'm still in the correct direction of the market. I can't say that the trade will work or not, but at least I am in the correct direction based on the relative strength. Then the New Zealand Swiss, we got this trade last week, nice bullish engulfing. You had all these entries here. There was the long setup there, that little halfway mark. We have trailed the stop loss there, missed us there, gapped last night down, and then got to a T1. I've explained last week, yet again guys, watch the videos on YouTube last week to understand where I got the targets from. And if it now, well, if you got the T1, I'm still setting up 1.618, so you can watch last week's videos, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I've explained this completely there. So we are long. Stop loss are now at this level here. So at break even pretty much at this entry, that one's slightly underwater still, but you banked the T1, a first target closing half the position. The balance of the trade is just up there, and that'll be an awesome trade because the risk on that one was average there. If you took both the positions, about 30 odd, and that'll give you a 60. It's a 1 to 2, and that gives you a 1 to 1.5. So beautiful trade nonetheless, but stop loss still at risk. Okay, well, I just spotted this. Let's use this fractal here and pull stop loss there. All right, let's basically, my plan for today is I'm gonna put my stop loss at that entry level. Break even, can't lose money, but got a target in the bank. So can't lose money if I break even on the balance of the trade, banked just less than 1 to 1.5. If it goes up there, I'm gonna bank the full position. If it gets down here, I won't lose money. So nice try to hold on. Still interested in this. You can see here New Zealand, all the sparkle, Swiss, the black sheep. So we're definitely in the correct direction. All I need is this swing here up there. If it retraces back to this market structure here, I'll consider at the 50% level Fibonacci, I'll consider another long here. Remember now I got the money banked and I got stop at entry. So I've got zero risk left here. So I'm willing to assume full risk here on this trade again, if it happens, on a nice candle reversal. In the Euro Yen, we got the trade here last week. And again, if you want to see the setup, watch the videos from last week. They're all dated, guys. You can see on the thumbnail which day I did what, and then you can see what I said. Euro, Yen, Euro, not the one I'm after, but look at the Yen. That's the one I want to be short in. I am long here. We've got the morning star. We couldn't trail stop loss. That's the tough part. This trade still has full risk open for me. But we got the retest. This is the consolidation. We got the retest now. A strong bounce here can either mean I can pull the stop loss to this low and add to the trade if I get a real good counter reversal. You can see there's a new entry, trail the stop loss there, or you can take another entry and trail the stop loss there. Okay, we have worked on the targets last week on some of the videos there when I think it was on Thursday. So this is something I'm watching still. I'm still bullish here. Euro Yen still in my favor. So let's hope for the best there. I need this one to close above the halfway mark of the black candle. That'll be definitely a counter reversal. Either add or just plain pull the stop loss there. Otherwise, if you want to wait for, give it more breathing space, you wait for this, and then we wait for that break to a new high, then only trail the stop loss. Okay, depends on your bullishness and how much risk prone you are. Aussie Swiss. We're waiting for the retracement. Aussie, Swiss, definitely Aussie gaining a lot. Swiss franc down here. I want to be short Swiss. I want to be long Aussie. So if it can pull back here, which I highly doubt that'll happen today, but if it pulls back here, test this resistance, support levels, and I get some candle reversals here, I'll then consider some longs. FTSE, the only index I would be willing to trade. Pound, very weak, and I need a weak pound to be bullish here. The rest of the markets sort of bullish, the indices. This is the only index I'll consider. However, I won't do it at these levels. I want to see a big retracement, which is highly unlikely for today. But I always keep these things on my watch list. I've seen numerous times in my life where I remove stuff like this that looks unlikely, and by tomorrow morning I say, oh, it tested and it reversed and I've missed out. So I like to keep these things on my watch list. It sometimes feels a little bit like a waste of time, but it's not. So yeah, that's the one I'm after. If I can find a retracement, I'll consider longs at the support level. Aussie yen. Aussie up there, yen down there, really the second best with the second worst. Nice swing on the Fibonacci. Strong trends running up the page here. I'm very interested, but I'm not interested at these levels. Only if it pulls back down, I can see a resistance, and that's the levels that I'm after at this 50% level. If it retraces back there, I'll consider some longs if I can get a candle reversal there. And the Aussie CAT, again, I want to be long Aussie CAT, not that much worried, but to get long Aussie, the CAT is okay against the Aussie for some longs. But I need a retest of this Fibonacci 61% level, right at structure here, brand new trend, nice rhythmic moves down the page. This is what we're after. Then we ended up with a double bottom, the retest, and now we're starting to see a wave 1 retracement for wave 2. This could be a wave 3 if it breaks up there, and that's when the big things are happening. So let's hope for the best there, but I need the retracement. I'm not interested buying this at these levels. Pound New Zealand, well, if this is going to retrace back to the 50% of this last decent swing, there's the level I'm watching. And if you look at pound and New Zealand, red pound, green New Zealand, I want to be short here, and I'll do that only if it retraces back up there. Euro Swiss consolidating. We've got two levels to watch. This old resistance level was support there. If it gets back down there, I'll be interested. The worrisome part is just the euro going in there, but that's not my main focus. The Swiss is my focus, and the Swiss is weak. By going long here, I will then have a short position on Swiss if I take a long position here. Euro neutral, but against the Swiss, it's quite strong. So I might still see this. Also, a break above the page, well, above that falling trend line there. If I can get a break, a retest, and a nice candle reversal, I'll then start out with a trade there and a stop loss down on these lows. US Swiss, US there, Swiss down there, 100% happy with this. Nice consolidation. I've got two levels to watch. This level here for this last swing, the retracement back to 61% level. We can in fact draw in a line here, the 60s also, but it doesn't change the picture. The whole aim is I would love to see a retest of those two levels, or either of them, and a candle reversal. Or I'm going to need like something like a break up there, the retest, and then a candle reversal there with a stop down there, or from there down here, and then a candle reversal. If it just cuts through, I'll just step aside and do nothing. But you can see clearly, dollar much stronger than the Swiss. My aim is the Swiss. I'm happy with that. In the US CAT, I've been trying for a while to get in here. CAT US there, getting a little bit close to each other, but I will be interested really if I can spot a little break and maybe another retest and then a candle reversal. The nice thing about this is by the time it break and retest, most likely the retest will happen on this sort of rising line here, or sort of on this support levels there and there. So that would be then a very strong level. So I'm really interested in this, but I'm just going to time it and wait for it. The only worrisome part is US CAT's getting a little bit close. They're two different colors. I'm fine with that, but I'll see by the time it breaks and retest, and then I'll consider what I'm going to do with this. But technical picture here looks very, very nice for me, so I'll keep an eye on this. And my favorite trade idea for today is a potential long on the New Zealand yen. But first, if you are new to this channel and find this video helpful, you can support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for me so I can keep making content like this. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now on the New Zealand yen, it's quite obvious why I like this. New Zealand, very strong, yen the second worst of them all, and it took out a nice flat top triangle. You see, flat top there. It broke on the third attempt, which is not the best. I like it to break on the fourth attempt. However, it did come back, retest, and honored it. That's why we've got then rising lines here, rising bottoms. That shows us that the bulls could push. This is the why, guys. The what is what we call the flat top triangle. I don't trade patterns, but understanding the why of each pattern, that will help you to trade successful. You can see how the bulls are pushing to the recent highs and even through, but the bears could not even push it down to the preceding low. So we got, you can see here, there was the low, a higher low, and another higher low, and then the break. So that's definitely bullish, regardless if this is a flat top triangle. But I use the names because that's well-known names that people use in the markets. Right, and if you look at New Zealand yen, I'm very chuffed with this. So I'm waiting for the retest there, and then some form of a candle reversal on 4 hours or 1 hour. I'll then consider some longs. But trading, guys, isn't just about my insights. I want to hear from you. Drop your questions, share your experiences, or tell me which trading opportunities you're eyeing in the comments below. I've been trading since 2003, and if you are eager to take your trading skills to the next level, check out the link in the description to join my mentorship program, and you can support this channel by opening a trading account with a trusted broker from the link below, which I've been using since 2010. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Don't forget to trade responsibly, and I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.